Okay, we're almost here. Almost here. There we are. I'm running late because I had Atticus this morning and his mama and dada just picked him up. So that's a good thing. The rooster's crowing, so that's a good thing. Everybody's awake. Today is May 14th, and the prompt is Jasmine, and it's Watercolor Wednesday. Not that every day isn't watercolor for me anyway. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to roll. All right. There we are. I'm late. Hi, Heidi. Well, no, I'm exactly on time, actually. Exactly on time. Oh, and I gotta get water. Hang on. All right, Bugsy, things are back to normal. Everything's good, Bugs. Hands are very wet now. Good morning, Pamela and Lita, Ellen, Mary Lynn, Johanna, Susan. How's everybody doing this fine Wednesday? Hi, Denise. Oh, why am I sleepy? I slept really good last night. I don't know why I'm sleepy. All right, so let's do this. Yesterday we did Iris and Exia. Today we're doing Jasmine. And I think Jasmine grows in a vine. I gotta look it up. Let me look it up real quick while we're getting everybody here. Jasmine. Jasmine flower. Not a doodle. I just want a picture of the flower. It's like, oh, it's white with a yellow center, and it does grow on a vine. So I think we'll do it like a vine today. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Shari. Hi, Terry. Terry says, today is my brother's 71st birthday. Oh, he's been gone 8 years. Cancer sucks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, so I'm only going to do one shameless plug today, and that's for the upcoming Journal Play Day. It's ready to sign up for Journal Play Day Summer, the 18th quarter for July, August, and September. And the way Journal Play Day works is we have a day where we create our journal. I'm calling it now Creation Day. So June 28th is when we create our July journal. July 26th is when we create our August journal. And August 30th is when we create our September journal. So everything gets done a month before. And with Journal Play Day, you get to make a new journal each month. You get 1 to 3 pieces of new art from me, and you learn a new tip or trick, and it's $25 for the 3 months. Hi, Janice. Hi, Valerie. So let me show you the art that I finished for the month of June. It's super de-duper cute. This was my color chart, which I think I probably should scan for you guys who are in Journal Play Day. I'm thinking everybody's going to want this. I wish I could, maybe I'll do it again in a nicer way, but I kind of like it. It's fun and eclectic or organic. I don't know what you want to call it. So you get this one for June, which is the collage element page that has butterflies. And then these could be pockets or just tags or flip pages. It doesn't really matter, whatever you want to use them for. Then you get the summer vibes page with all the butterflies. Then you get a ladybug page, which this one scanned really well. I was impressed that it's almost exactly the right colors for that. This one scanned perfect. So you get the bumblebee page. Then you get this page as a watercolor. And then I also added detail into all of the dots. I loved it so much. And then this is my favorite page I may have ever done. This one you get in just the watercolor dots, and then you also get it in all the patterns. Do you see all the patterns in there too? So you get the patterns and then the watercolor dots. So those two are probably my favorite ever. I just love them so much. I love more of these patterns than I do like the actual pictures of things, but they're both cute. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 pages of art for only $8.33. So if you're not subscribed to Journal Play Day, you are crazy, 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 because that works out to less than $1 a piece for art. Where else can you get art for less than $1 a piece? You cannot. So you don't even have to take the class if you don't want to. You can just sign up and get the art. So that's the Journal Play Day Summer 18th quarter. And it's available now on the website at creatorofcuteness.com. Okay. It's been a wild day and night here. The dog does not like loud noises, which Atticus was screaming all over the place yesterday. And the dog does not like fast motions, like kids just playing. She didn't like that. But when we took her for a walk, she was fine with Atticus. And when we sat outside, she was fine with Atticus. But inside the house, not so good. So we have to do some behavioral with lots of excitement. So, all right. So here's where we were yesterday. We did our iris and our exia. I don't know. And I'm sorry, there's the eye. So I kind of want to do a color we haven't done yet. What color haven't I done yet? We did black. Oh, we didn't do navy. I don't want to do dark blue. We did do this green. We did black. Did we do orange? Yes. We didn't do that yellow or this yellow, but I don't think I want to do yellow right now. That's not really conducive. Oh, well, that's kind of pretty. This one's kind of pretty, but that doesn't really go with irises. Oh, maybe this one. I mean, not irises. What are we doing today? Jasmine. I thought there was like a green that was a brighter green. Yes, this one. I think that's going to be my choice. Did we do this? Oh, we did this. So now I'm going to go with this one. Okay. Kay says, gotta go take my little doggy to the doggy spa for a haircut. That's so funny. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty. All right. I really liked doing yesterday's. It was super fun. Some days are better than others. Pamela says it also comes in pink. What also comes in pink? This one? I had a whole paper pad of this. It comes in many colors. I love it. So I kind of want a quote. So let's look there first. Jasmine quote. There probably isn't one. That's from Jasmine, the movie. Jasmine flower quote. She is the fragrant of a dozen jasmines. The smell of jasmines makes people tell their secrets. Jasmine's Jasmine blossoms bring silent joy. I like that. Jasmine's sweet embrace. That's pretty. Jasmine's flowers bloom as if dawn's light swirls in their petals. I like that. This one's really pretty. Like jasmine, find strength in your gentleness and beauty. I might use that. So I think what I want to do is we're going to go like an arbor. Like that. Can you see? Come down just a bit. But then I got to erase part of this. And we're going to do the flowers. Maybe we'll do them in black outline. Because I don't know how else. I'm not a good enough watercolor artist to paint what do you call it? They have 4 petals, but to paint them to look white. You know what I mean? So we'll just put a whole bunch of jasmine in our arbor, and then the rest could be watercolors, I think. Terry says jasmine is like honeysuckle. I know I'm allergic to it. That's all I know. I love the way it smells, and whenever I'm somewhere where they have a jasmine flower, it's beautiful, but I can't really get too close. I for sure can't pick it. Anyway, it'll be pretty. Good morning, Tina. Yeah, so it was a very hard day yesterday. I had to hold the dog half the day because every time I'd put her down, she would try to nip at Atticus's feet. She was not happy with that, with him playing. I think it was just the sound and the motion. But who knows? Let's see what the leaves are like. Jasmine on an arbor. Oh, yeah, so pretty. It's very full of flowers, but it's mostly green, it looks like. It's hard to tell, but it's pretty. Well, it's Wednesday, so we're halfway through the week. Next week on Wednesday, we'll be packing up the cars and getting ready to go to a wedding. Wednesday and Thursday. Today I go with my daughter to pick up her wedding dress, and she's super excited about that. So it's just an exciting time for our family. Terry says, when are you going back into the art room downstairs? Well, it was freezing here yesterday, Terry. You know. I think probably June 1st. It'll be warm enough to get back downstairs after the wedding. Definitely after the wedding. These are such pretty little flowers. They're just 4 football shapes, kind of. You can make them a little bit more rounder. I've seen them both ways, but I'm doing kind of a football shape. So I have made a surprise hair appointment for my husband. He does not know. Not really to get his hair cut or anything, but his cousin is coming to the wedding, and she's a hairstylist from New York. She's like a fancy hairstylist. And so she's just going to get his curls to come back to life. I didn't want her to spend, too much time because she's a guest at the wedding, but I did ask and I said, you can turn it down if you want, but I said, I would love it if you would come by in the morning and just get Brent's hair curly again. I've been watching lots of curly haired videos, and it's like a 4-step process of product to get your hair to stay nice and curly if you're a curly headed person. So she said she's going to bring her bag of tricks, and I don't even have to buy anything. But I would prefer buying some stuff to keep it so that he could keep going with the procedure. Because he wants to get his hair cut, and I keep telling him, you don't want to cut it. You just need to learn how to tame it, you know? We'll see how it goes. But I did tell him, Carmen says, yes, I have to do 5 things to get my hair to get the frizz and curls good. Yeah. Our friend Paula, too, right, Carmen? A lot of stuff in your hair. Anyway, his hair looks good to me, but he's at the point where if he cuts it, he's not going to be happy because it's very long. And he just needs to let it get longer to make himself happy, you know? Because if he cuts it, I think he's going to be at that in between place that he doesn't like. And he shouldn't cut it right before the wedding. Maybe let's do a little hedge in here. We'll do it all down in here. I love making hedges. We'll go from this end. I think that'll be pretty. And then we're going to erase. Denise says also length on hair pulls it down and will bounce back up if it's a little shorter. Well, she may cut some off. I'm going to leave that up to her. But she said she'd take a half hour with him and I'll give her a nice little something, something. I don't know what, but I'll give her something. All right, now we just get to watercolor greens, which will be fun. There's no other color in a jasmine, right? It's just white, kind of yellowy white. Okay. But we'll do our greens first. Do our hedges. Um, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, my car wouldn't start this morning. So my son had to drive all the way up here to pick up Atticus. It shows that it's out of gas, but we don't think it's out of gas. We think there was a problem. And my husband didn't want to start dealing with it on his way to the dentist. So Curtis was not very happy when we called him, but by the time he got here, he was okay. But I'm worried now about my car. And we did have a couple of behavioral things with Atticus last night. And we know we have to talk to the mom and the dad about them, but we're a little nervous to do it. It could just be a defiant age. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But they had their anniversary last night. I think it was 2-year anniversary. Boy, I wish I had a better memory. But I think it's 2 years. And so they went to a fancy restaurant in town. In their town, not my town. I don't have a fancy restaurant in my town. They go every year for their anniversary. Nora loves it because it's a fancy French restaurant. She's my fancy girl. She likes the fancy. All right, so there's our hedges. I'm in the screen. Carmen says, and we always want what we don't have. Oh, in the way of hair? We sure do. That's a true fact. All right, so I want it a little brighter green up here for my hedges. I mean, not my hedges, my jasmine flower. I'm going to start with one color and then go back and add in other colors if I want. But I don't want to get the flowers because they're white. So I had a great recommendation for Journal Play Day for July. And my plan is to start on that today because I would love to be a month ahead of where I need to be for Journal Play Day. Oops, got a hair on it. And it was beach, pool, barbecue, picnic, just kind of summery. And I'm kind of excited to do that. And then I had another suggestion for another collage element of garden. So I was trying to figure out how to bring that into it, but I think they're two totally different things. So we'll see. And my daughter and Savory sent us a picture yesterday. They were at the SPCA, the pound in Sacramento, because my youngest daughter, the one getting married, has been looking at this cute dog named Blueberry. And so they went and looked at her yesterday. She's a 10-year-old husky mix. She's just beautiful. Her owners had to go to an assisted living and couldn't take her and didn't have any family members who would take her. So she was given up at the rescue. And they called us, Me. They called me to be the voice of reason why they shouldn't get her. And I am not a good voice of reason right now for dogs because I think you should just get them. But I'm like, well, this one's kind of easy. You're getting married in a week. Um, you're going on a honeymoon right after that. Savri's leaving for 7 months, so that's a good time for her to have a dog because then she wouldn't be by herself. So they went and spent some time with the dog and they loved her. They said she was so sweet. And they played in the little whatever they do when they bring the dogs out to see you. And they left, and my daughter was sad, naturally. Um, and so I said, well, maybe your sister could foster the dog for you, the one that lost Bootsy, who's in desperate need of animals in her life. And so they're talking about it. I don't know what they decided today or yesterday. I don't know what happened, but they're thinking about it more. So hopefully that works out for everybody, including the dog. The dog's name is Blueberry, which is, could you think of a cuter name for a dog? Blueberry. Kind of love it. So I don't know what they're going to end up doing. We shall see. And then my older daughter went on a speed dating thing. She did speed dating. I don't know if you call it a thing, but it was speed dating. Her and her girlfriend went and did speed dating, and they had a lot of fun doing it. They went on what they called 5-minute dates with a lot of guys. They enjoyed it. They didn't make any connections with any of them, like to go further, but I think they're going to do it again. I think they enjoyed it. So that is good news. I told her she should start her own speed dating thing. That way she could screen all the guys and get, the guy of her dreams. And I think that the person that put it on makes money. I think. I'm going to do green on the outside here. So it's going to be a lot of green. I maybe may end up putting it onto a green background because there's so much green, but we'll see what happens. Husky needs a home in Truckee area. It's too hot in Sacramento. He's a Husky mix. He looks more like a shepherd. But yeah, you're right. Bailey's Bernese Mountain Dog did okay, though, in Sacramento. He got to spend a lot of time up here. Bootsy. Man, such a sad thing. Okay. Well, I think we're done with this part, right? That's our jasmine part. I don't know what happened there. I think I dragged my hand through it. And then I need yellow, and then we'll do our quote. Okay. I'm going to get a teeny tiny brush, which I do have. I think I stole this teeny tiny brush from Brent. for his models. That's not it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It has like 3 hairs in it, and that's about it. Gonna just go and add yellow to the middles of all of these flowers. And that might be the only other color we see in here. It's really pretty as an arbor though, right? I kind of like it. I don't usually do things that have a border like this of something. I usually do like all over something. It was so rainy yesterday, and the dog, every time she went out, she did not want to go to the bathroom in the rain. So I asked my daughter what she used for Bootsy because the big dog wouldn't go out in the rain either. So her neighbor had a thing called Fresh Pet. I think it was Fresh Pet or Fresh Pack. And you buy it for $40 and it comes in something that looks like a pizza box. And it's fresh grass that you put on your patio or if you live in an apartment or something. And then you sign up for it every month. They send you a new piece of grass. I'm like, can't you just go to the lawn store or, the nursery and get more? Seemed a little ridiculous to me. And then Bootsy had artificial turf. Just going to add some yellow into the bushes. Maybe some white. Is this white? Oh, I don't need white watercolor, but I think that's white. Anyway, I thought it was a big ripoff. All right. Got the yellow in there, got the green, got the white. Carrie says Bella has an umbrella. Bella with the umbrella. I hold it while she goes. She stays right under the umbrella. Well, maybe. Oh, and I do like that last prompt that I found. I mean, the last quote. Look at it. Try using a pee pad. They're cheaper. Oh, thanks, Valerie. I forgot you're a dog trainer. Of course, you know about dog training. I've learned so much about dogs and dog training in the last couple of days because I've done nothing but research. And I did a little something impulsive. I signed up for an app for 3 months. That's $30 for the 3 months. I felt that was an okay fee. And they do a thing for your dog where they do what do you call it? A profile on the dog. And then they kind of gear the training to your dog. At least that's what they say. I don't know if that's true. But I already got the first group of training exercises. And I think I can do it. I really do. Okay, let's look at the white dots. Yeah, I like them. I mean, I got to keep going anyway, even if I don't. But there's way more flowers than there is greenery in jasmine plants. The app is called Woofs, WOOFZ, or maybe that's Woofsy. I don't know. Come on, white pen. This is like a really dainty one because there's very dainty little flowers and dots. Okay, that's pretty. More over here. All right, I like it. Let's go back to those quotes. Like a jasmine, find strength in your gentleness and beauty. I love that. Jasmine blooms with joy, filling the heart with happiness and hope. I like the first one. I'm going with it. I don't know why I cleared my throat. Gonna do this big. Gonna fill the whole page, except it's crooked. That's straighter. A little straighter. Find strength in your. I don't like that at all. Let's do that in one line. Is that how you spell strength? STRENGTH. Uh, big ampersand. Maybe we'll put a jasmine flower in here. I have really noticed that even when I'm not shaky, I'm still shaky. The doctor's got all my paperwork together, so maybe I'll get to see a doctor soon for my shaking. Leslie says you can grow grass. It comes up in 10 days. We need a new occupation for $25. You can grow a flat of grass and sell it to timid pets. Supplement retirement. We'd make a fortune. I'm with you. When I saw that price, I was baffled. But my daughter's neighbor, who had a Bernese Mountain Dog, who's the one that bought the grass pad for $39 or whatever it was, he is not a guy that does anything except works a big fancy job. So for him, it worked out really well. I think I want a thicker jasmine word. That's a number 3. I don't think I have a 5 here. I don't know where all my pens went. Well, I guess I got to do 10. think I'm going to do this big as well. Oh, 25 cents. Oh man, that's really cheap. I'm going to go to the next one. I got really quiet. Okay. Do you guys want to see my jacket that I made for the wedding from my $6 thrift store jacket? I can show you if and you want. I think I'm going to put this jasmine in here. And add a couple of leaves. I'm excited to wear it. All right, let me finish writing this word and then I'll show you. We'll give it a minute to dry before I erase. I'm not sure what to do with it after the wedding because it's pretty specific to me and I'll probably never wear it again. That's a pretty ampersand. I didn't even finish it and I knew it was pretty. Pretty. I hope this is straight. If it's not, what's going to happen? Looks pretty straight to me. Okay, ready? Let's take the phone. Oh, sorry. We're working on crate training. Here's Bugsy's crate. Hi, Bugs. Hi, Bugsy. Say hi. Say hi. Hi, Bugsy. Oh, there's a big stretch. There's a big stretch. All right, let's go. Into the dungeon of the bedroom, which I'm not going to show you. So here's the jacket. Maybe I need to take it in where there's light. Hang on. Take it here where there's light. Here's the jacket. Come on. You can see this stuff came off of my dress. So when we hemmed it, there was a big piece of that and I glued some, or I stitched some here. I stitched it on the front pocket. So it's got like a, a Lindsay ruffle with sparkles. This was my grandma's handkerchief. So that's going in the pocket. Get ready, here comes the back. And here it is. Big and bold and not straight. This bubby needs more grandkids. And that's going to take up my whole back. My hair goes down to about here, so the flower you'll kind of see. But this, my friend Paula put a pin where that part goes, and it came out really cute, right? I really wanted something for the sleeves. I have pom-poms, but it doesn't really match this stuff, and I wish I could have got more of this, but I can't because it came off the dress. So that's the jacket. And it went through, the paint went through the interior of the jacket, but that's okay. What? It got filthy dirty. What, Bugsy? What? Are you okay? Hi. Hi. Okay, Mama's got to go back to work. Sorry. It's pretty fun, right? And I'm going to hide it from my kids and everybody until the reception. Not even the reception, until the dancing portion of the evening. I'm not going to let anybody see it. So I think this was supposed to be a TH, not a HT. Is that right? Ay, ay, ay. TH. How can I fix that? And nobody caught it, or did somebody catch it and I didn't see it? Paint a doodle and a white scallop of lace. Oh, that's a good idea. We're going to try white here. When you need to fix something and you have a white Posca, don't try to paint over it. Don't try to write. Pounce. Trust me. Trust me with the pouncing. Oh, wait. That was right, Lindsay. Oh, I'm going to finish erasing. We'll let that dry for just a sec. I didn't have to go over all of that. Oh, Jules says her son graduates from volunteer firefighter school today. Maybe I'll put a heart here. I mean, I don't know what else to do. Congratulations to your son. That's exciting. Okay, so we are in watercolor world today. And I kind of maybe I'm going to do the yellow. I'm going to pick up the yellow in the center from the yellow over there. Bugsy is so cute once she gets a little bit of training under her belt. She'll be good. I know she will. These are those watercolor markers from Karen. Oh yeah, I think the yellow was a good choice. So we'll switch the paper from that blue to yellow. Good thing I didn't glue it down yet. Okay, getting there. I think it needs to have a comma also here. It's kind of a yellowy brown color. Does it have a name on it? Nope. Wonder if this will go over my Posca pen, because this will help fill in that space a bit. Does. Goes right over it. Nice. It's very cool. We're going to do orange for that heart. Good save. No, let's use this. Good save. I think I'm going to need a little more yellow, maybe in the border, so I have an idea. We'll see what happens momentarily. Did you already put a J on the back? No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me, Ellen. No J yet. What time is it? Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, we'll have time. So this is watercolor, these pens, right? So if I take my brush and water and kind of blend them around, it'll soften these dots right up. I like that so much better. So then we get a little more yellow, but not in your face yellow. What color is that? It's in your face yellow. And then I'm going to go back and put a yellow dot in the center of that yellowness, hopefully. Oh, I should have waited till it was dry. It's all right. It's pretty, and it's kind of adding itself to the smear of the yellow. I don't know why those didn't blend. Everything else blended. Okay, well, I think that's good. The J is the letter of today. Today is the letter J, Jackie. Jackie J. So our letter is J, and J is for Jasmine. That's the dealy bop. All right, I think our front is finished. And then we're going to glue it to a yellow because I changed my mind, which I am capable of doing. Oh yeah, that's prettier than that blue. That blue would have been really harsh, right? This would have been like, oh, awful. Awful, awful. And these are not blending well. Too bright. Okay. Guess we're okay now. In keeping with our little dainty whiteness, I'm going to put 3 dots in the middle of each of these dots just to kind of soften it up. Those have to dry there. Let's try to dry this again. That looks really pretty. Come back. Okay, and then we'll put a J on the back for Jasmine. And it says Idaho is full of small towns and no fire stations that are not volunteer. Oh, yeah, where I live, we have a volunteer fire station also. My husband always wanted to do it, and then he retired. And now he doesn't want to do it anymore because he's too old and too sickly. I hate that word. Okay. Glue. Okay, so there's our front of our card. We're going to flip it over. And I'm thinking I'm just going to do the J on here. That's a pretty J. And we're going to do our flowers. Some jasmine flowers in the J. Not a whole lot, but I'll do some bigger ones. I am not sure why I am so quiet today, you guys. I apologize. It was a pretty stressful day yesterday with Atticus and the dog, so maybe that's it. Sounds like the car got started. I think you're hearing my ice machine. That's my ice maker, not the car. Where's my number 10? 12, 3, 2. How could I lose a pen? I haven't gone anywhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's not the car. But I'm glad that that's what you heard. I think I need to call Auto Club. It's nice when something happens at your house and they can come out and take care of it here. I'm going to do that last. We're going to do green. Oh, maybe we'll green watercolor. No. That's not working very well on this yellow. But I got to keep going because I've already started. It's not horrible. Just not what I really was hoping for. Probably should have used the Karen pens. I can use those on top of this. Do you have trouble with critters eating your car wires? No, we haven't in the past. In the last however many years we've been here, 25, never had a problem. We have had mice in the engines, but they haven't eaten it or anything. Okay, well, I'm liking this better now with the Posca pen in here in the jasmine flowers. That was part of the problem. It was too yellow. J is for jasmine. Does jasmine have an E? I just spelled it. How do I not know how to spell it now? Jasmine. Gee whiz. All right. Now I like it. Now it's much prettier. Do some light green in there. It shows up as the same color. Well, do some dark green then. And I don't think it's anything that got to the wiring because the gas gauge shows empty. But we don't let it get below a quarter of a tank unless we're just stupid, and that's a possibility. We did have a lot going on this weekend. Okay. Almost done. Hope it looks like a J. Does to me. Right? We need the yellow in the middles. I don't know why that really is important to me, but it is. Some things you just have to pay attention to detail. I wish I knew how many people played along with us and didn't share a picture. because so many people don't share, but I don't know if they actually play or not. I'm going to use this weird green iridescent color here. A little bit more. And then we're done. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's dry that so I can turn it over. Can you see the splatters? Uh-oh. What got on the table? Better not have gotten on my card. Is your card on a slope? Yes. But we put it on a flat area as well, and it still won't start. And it still shows that there's no gas, because that did happen one time, Valerie, where if it was on a slant, it wouldn't show, wouldn't go. But I don't think that's the problem this time. Jackie says, I confess I play along and don't always share. Sometimes it's not done till later due to interruptions. I get it. Oh, look at the pretty iridescent color. Might need that on the front. No, I think I'm just going to leave the front. Why did this one take us so long? Because I shared my jacket? Huh. I don't know. I'm going to do this, and I might hate myself for it. I'm going to take a silver, and I'm just going to outline these circles with some silver. Just needed a little oomph. It seemed really flat. I mean, I know it's flat, but it seemed really flat. Just needed a little pick-me-up somewhere. I could do glossy accents in the flowers, but I don't think so. Okay, well, that's not much, but I do like it. And I'm going to add some gold. Maybe right in here. Just seems so flat. Okay. I like it now. Okay, well, that's it. Let's see what tomorrow is going to bring us. Kangaroo paws and king spear. Man, I'm going to have to look that up. I have no idea what those are. Kangaroo spas and king spear. Okay. Well, here's our card for today. And there's our J on the back with some really cool splatters. I think I'm going to add just a few dots back here. Bigger white dots in with the splatters to kind of move it along, give it a little movement. A little movement. All right, kids. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry I went over a little bit here, but sometimes it can't be helped. And have a really good day. Be really good humans and do some really good stuff. Okay? Okay. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.